Okay. Okay, Akash.
Yes, sir.
So we'll start with the input to this section, in and out.
Okay.
Okay. The first one we will look into, that is input data tool. Okay.
Yes.
So input data tool, what it does? So it does connect the data, your raw data or input files. So you will be getting in Excel format or CSV format, okay, or some other format file like SQL or some other big data and all. Okay. So all those you can connect with the file. Now in terms of certifications, okay, so how and which kind of question will be asked from this input data tool. Okay, so those scenario we will see how and which kind of, I mean, question will be asked on certification. So once you connecting this file, right, so as you know that you will getting the output. Okay, once you connect the files and then you run it, then you will get the your output. So here we are not connected any browse tool and output tool. We'll just click on this anchor and then we'll see the data here. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So now you see in this particular, so here not that much they will ask. Okay. In certifications and all, not on the depth and all. And this is a preview of the data. But in the input data tool, when it comes, so the first question comes, so what else you can do with the input data tool? Okay, so now note it down. First things,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
input data tool can be convert into macro input and dynamic input. Okay,
Yes.
so see there will be questions on input data tool. Okay, so what are things you can do with input data tool? Okay, and then you will get multiple options. There will be, you have to read the options that you can convert into macro input and convert into dynamic input. Okay, these two you have to select from those multiple choice questions.
Okay.
Okay, so now in this input, you know how to connect data and all those, right? So in this section you can see record limit, so you're putting up limit. Okay, so in this data suppose you have a 12,000. Okay, 12,000 of rows. So if you put up 500, so you will get a 500 data only. Okay, so in
Yes.
the and first row contains and start data import from on line 1. That means so the data importing from here. Okay, so from your data, this one, this is the line 1. Okay, first first row, this is the row.
Yes.
So first row of data, it will be import. Okay,
Yes.
from here it will start import. That is what in 1 you can change it. You can also this one change it. Okay, 2 3 4 5. So if you're putting up 2, so it will start reading from here and it will
Yes.
show your result from here. Okay, the other things. And first row content, so sometimes you get a data, you will not get headers. Okay, you will
Yes.
not get these headers, you will get only data. Sometimes happen. Okay,
Yes.
so if you know that you don't have any headers, you have to select here. Okay, check this box.
Okay.
Okay, so what will happen after that? So Alteryx automatically assign some headers. Okay, so header will be like F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. Okay, like that. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so and this is what from the like input data tool you can like as per the certification scenario, it's like those 2 points you have to be noted down, that convert into dynamic input and macro input. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so now another one. So now this you have seen this is Excel file I've connected right now, right?
Yes.
So now what you, if you are connecting with the Alteryx database,
Mm-hmm.
so this YXDB, this is basically Alteryx database. Okay, So what are the questions? I mean, what are the section in this Windows configuration? You're getting some changes and all. Okay. So output field name is filled or file name is put full path and file name only. They are the options you're getting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when you connecting CSV file, then you're getting this one .csv file, and these are the options. Okay. So now the thing is, again one more question you can note it down. So when you connecting csv file with the input data tool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are the for delimiter. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
in csv format file you see the data is like together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so suppose your data are getting with the delimiter comma. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what is the delimiter for comma? I mean, separating the files in CSV, connecting the files. Okay. So for comma, what are you will be using? So for comma, you using comma only, right?
Yes.
So there will get multiple options. Okay. So multiple options like comma or backslash. Okay. So backslash t like that. So you have to just choose the right one. Okay,
Yes.
so for delimiter comma we use comma sign. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, so that one you have to keep on mind. Okay,
Yes.
now again one more thing. So whenever you using your my voice is coming properly, right?
Yes. Very clear.
Okay, then whenever using input data tool, this one. Okay, so we can get code page. You can see this
Yeah.
code page. So you can get the code of this particular page. Okay, so this is actually, it will not come like this question. So whenever you will get multiple options to select, I mean some statements is there. Okay, then you have to select which tool related to it. Okay, so you will getting like from which input tool data. I mean from for which input tool you will be getting the code. Okay, so the from for input data tool you can get code base.
Okay.
Okay, so this point also you can note it down. Okay. So how it will come, that will also I will let you know. Okay, so the question will be like, so you know about the text input, right?
Yes, I know.
Text input, right?
Yeah, we can manually input that data we want by
Yes.
using text input tool.
Yeah. So text input. So, so you know this one. Then okay. So you manually write anything. I'm just manually creating. Okay. So
Okay.
now when it comes to the certification related. Okay. So what are the things you will be asked? Okay. So now you see one thing with related to the text input is there's a limitation. Okay, so what is the
Mm-hmm.
limitation with the text input? So text input limitation is you can't add more than 10,000 data.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you suppose you copying from somewhere. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
suppose this data. Okay. So you can see this result, right? So it has 12,000 rows of data. So do you know about that? This one, 10,000
No, I
cells.
was I was not aware about this.
Okay, so this is actually basically when you will be getting question related to text input. This point you have to keep in mind. Okay,
Okay.
so you
Okay.
can note it down. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
10,000 cells, not more than
10,000 cells and not rows.
no. So 10,000 basically how it will be like this one. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. You count,
Okay.
it will be 10. So 10,000 cells you can import. So
Mm-hmm.
import is something. So here we can create manually. You, as you told me, creating manually, right?
Yeah.
What if you want to import some files? You don't want to write up manually here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you can see this folder icon.
Yes.
You click here and then go for file and just import. Okay. And I'll select sales and okay. Okay. Now you
Yes.
see it will take time because it has too much data, 12,000. Okay. So
Okay.
now you see this file was not completely imported because there is a 10,000 cell limit for this tool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So whenever you importing any file, so you can't import more than 10,000 cells. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you manually creating the data, okay, this
Mm-hmm.
one manually we have created, right? So for here you can add more than 10,000.
Okay.
Got it? Manually you can create more, but when you importing, then you can't import more than 10,000.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Understood?
Understood.
So this is what you will be asked related to text input.
Okay.
Okay? So there's a no, I mean, not anything else you will be asked from the text input. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Now, directory. So directory is something, it's like one folder has how many files and all, right?
Yes.
If I'll ask you, give me information about this particular folder, how many files are there, what are the
Yes.
files are there, okay, or give me that also information that particular folder inside one folder, okay,
Yes.
yeah, and inside that how many files,
Yes.
or in this particular folder same kind of file or same kind of name of file, okay.
Yes.
Suppose you keep your stock files in one folder
Yes.
and every file's name is ending with the stock, okay.
Yes.
Might
Yes.
be there is some other file as well which is not containing stock, some other file. Then
Yes.
how you will find all the stock file, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So those files also you can give like stock asterisk dot asterisk, okay.
Yes. Yes.
In place of dot you can put up stock, so whatever the file name containing stock you will get, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And some sort of like how many csv file is there, okay,
Yes.
in this
Yes.
particular folder, then you can put up asterisk dot csv,
Yes.
okay. So like that you can give the, i mean uh, format and get the files, okay. Now you see I
Yes.
have given one path, okay, this is the path I have given from here,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I have selected the path and all, and then I run it, okay. So now you see here in the output, so I'm getting all the files information, okay. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the directory I have given this path, under this path these are the files,
Yes.
okay. These are the files, and for all the files you have to put asterisk dot asterisk, okay.
Yes.
So it will
Yes.
return all the files and their information, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to check sub directory as well, that means folder under folder, then you have to check this
Yes.
one, okay.
Yes.
So like that you can do that. So you can see this whatever I told you, so these are the things here actually mentioned here, okay. So
Yes.
text input tool is limited to 10,000 total cells on import. You can convert the output data tool into input data. So output data tool is this will we will gonna, I mean, explain, I gonna explain, okay. And this all
Yes.
directory things, asterisk dot csv, and this one also temp asterisk dot asterisk, okay. So whatever the files name content temp, so you will get all the files and all, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now Let's me where is the output? Output is not here, so let me drag this output. So what is output? So output tool basically you saving your data, okay,
Mm.
saving the files after doing work operation, okay, at the end
Yes.
you want to save it, right? So
Yes.
for that you need output directory. Okay. So now this one you just important and you see what are the questions and what kind of scenario you will get. So let's I have connected this file, okay, this file into this. Okay.
Yes.
Not this one. Let me because I have to explain some other thing as well. So let connect this Excel file
Yes.
and to this. Okay. Now you see, I will provide the some path, okay, to save it.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose here also I am just putting up some name. Okay, I given some name and Excel format I am saving. Okay, then I have to specify which sheet one I want, and then it is showing. Okay,
Yes.
now I will run it. So I've run it. My file is saved. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this file is been created. So now you see this file has been created here. This
Yes.
file I just saved. Now, what if we want I run again this one?
File will be recreated and overwritten.
See what happened. Okay, I just run it. So now you see I got error.
Yes.
The sheet one already exists. So I'm giving the same thing I'm running, which is already been saved, right? I run
Yes.
it. So for that, what else? We have to do? So now you see output option here. It is create new sheet, right?
Yes.
So this one create new sheet when you running first time. Save. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you want to save something using output tool and then you running first time, that time you have to give create new sheet. Okay. And
Yes.
same thing you running again, then you have
Mm-hmm.
to change all these options. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this one you can see append to existing set. Okay, so whatever
Yes.
existing set, so it will append that. So let me run. So now it is not giving error, so you can, so this question will be asked. Okay,
Okay.
this question. So like the output tool, if you are running you getting error. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what should be the solution for it and why it is happening. Okay,
Okay.
this is the reason that because it's run once and you have selected create new sheet again. Okay, so two time you
Yes.
can't do that. Okay,
Okay.
so for that what is the solution that so you have to select append to existing sheet or override sheet or range. Okay,
Okay.
okay, these two you can select and you can run it. Okay, so you have to check the options, so what are the options are there, and then you have to according to that select the options. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so this is one scenario where you will be asked questions.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now take file and table name from field. Now this portion you have to understand. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now I have to check take file table name from it field. So what is it will do? uh, so in this particular data you see date, sales representative, customer, product code and sales, these are the headers, right?
Yes.
What if we want each sales representative by data? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you want data uh, on basis of all the sales representative. That means each sheet has information about each sales representative. Suppose it has 10 sales representative. So
Yes.
each sales representative informations, entire information you will get in one sheet.
Yes.
Okay, so like that you will get. Okay, so for that So we have to select this option, take file and table name from the field, and append suffix to the file and table name. Okay, so
Okay.
append suffix. So suffix, you can see we have given this one. Okay, sheet one.
Mm-hmm.
So then suffix. So then what will happen? So whatever here, I am selecting sales representative. So each value and this one. So sheet one, then suffix. Suffix and prefix you understand, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. So suffix. So suffix sales representative. That means John. This is one of the sales representative. Then one sheet will be sheet one dot John.
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
and then sheet one Gene. Okay,
yeah,
because we have selected append suffix to the file. Okay, so now let
yes,
me run and then you see so what are the output coming. Okay,
yes,
now we'll go to the this one. Now you see seat change, seat Jerry underscore seat John. So seat one is given name, and then
yes,
we have selected suffix. Then we have selected one column that is self representative.
yes.
So each value of self representative become creating one sheet and giving the information about the self representative. Okay.
And the data gets appended to the same sheet if the name is John or
Yes,
if,
yes.
okay,
It
okay,
will on the same sheet. Okay.
okay,
So you see this one the first time when we run it and we save in a sheet one,
mm-hmm.
and then we now selecting other option in output that add suffix. Okay, and then we
Mm-hmm.
selected self representative column, so it will taking value from the self representative and adding it as a suffix on the sheet, and it will giving you the entire information of this particular self representative. Okay,
Yes,
understood.
yeah, understood. But if we want just the name like John and Luke,
So there also we will be going
okay,
one by one.
okay,
Now this is suffix. Now prefix. You understand this prefix?
yes,
So now what we'll do, so this is you have seen, okay, two scenario.
yeah,
Now I will close this file, and what I'm doing, I'm just deleting this file, okay. As a-
okay,
So I've deleted, that means again I have to change this one to create new sheet, right?
yes,
And then sheet one. So now prefix is basically in sheet one. So what will happen? So first it will come John and then sheet one,
yes,
okay. So
yes,
now this file is generated. Now you see, first sales representative, then sheet one.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Now I will close it and I will again delete this. Okay.
mm,
And now you see change file and table name. Okay. So file name change according to sales representative. Okay.
mhm,
Now
mhm.
you will get your questions answer. Now you see your output file. You coming
Yes,
as
yes, yes,
okay.
yes, understood.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is what you will get a question. Okay. So you
Mhm.
have to always be careful, like when it is option selected, and mostly question ask on this suffix and prefix. Okay.
Okay,
So when suffix is, I mean, selected, so how the data will be coming. So it will get in Excel file, and then it will create each sheet, and whatever the column you selecting, okay, the value in that particular column. Okay, so it will
mhm.
come after the this name, whatever name you're giving here. Okay,
Yes,
if you're
yes,
selecting suffix, if you're selecting prefix, then your each sheet will be like first this name and then your this one. Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
this is what you will get, output tool questions.
yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
so you understood.
Understood.
Okay, now is come to browse. Yeah, so browse and output tool. So what are the difference? Difference is
Browse only shows the data in the workflow, whereas output actually saves it as a file. Uh,
Now you see you getting the this data. Okay. So browse tool, you can see the result. Okay.
yes, yes,
And before that, you understand this result window. Okay.
yes,
So what are the questions you will be asked? The first thing, metadata. The question will be
okay,
asked where you will be getting metadata. Okay.
okay,
So you will get multiple options. You might be get in Windows configuration and some other, and then you will get one option result window. Okay.
yes,
Then you
yes,
have to select result window. That you will be
yes,
getting metadata in the result window. So metadata is basically this is your data.
yes,
So information about the data, that means how many headers, okay, and how many data, and what is the type of this particular headers and all. So this is
mm-hmm.
giving information about your data, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the information about your data is called metadata,
Yes,
or data about your data. So data about your data is called metadata,
yes,
okay. So this is what metadata. Now, when you coming to the browse tool, you see the action, right?
mm-hmm.
So whenever you using browse tool, okay, so in the
Mm.
action you will be getting export, copy to clip, and new window. Three option you can get, okay. So
Okay,
export is something that this result you can export to some other file, okay, all records, and then you give the file name and then you can save it, okay.
yes,
Okay, so this is
yes,
from export. Now copy to clipboard, so basically it's giving you option to copy this data, and then whatever wherever you want to paste it, you can paste it, okay.
yes, yes,
New window is basically these become open in a new Alteryx window. Okay, all the data
okay,
will be coming. Okay, so these
okay.
three action you will get here in a browse tool.
Browse
But
tool.
in when you clicking on output tool or this anchor, you will not get all the options. You will get only copy to clipboard.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so in the
Yeah.
browse tool you will be getting three. Okay, so one more thing. Suppose you're getting not able to see the data when you're getting output, so you're not
Mm-hmm.
able to see this data.
Yes.
So what are things you can do that you can able to see the data?
Uh, Use the mouse to drag it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to double click, then it will become
Yeah. Visible.
visible, or you have to just move this cursor to, okay,
Yes. Yes.
otherwise you can't do anything,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is actually a question of your certification, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So only way to see the data. So question will be like you get your output in a result window, and you see that one column data is not able to see properly. Okay. So what are the things you can do that? Okay. So you
Yes.
can double click. Okay. Oh, one second. So you can so where I have done double click. Okay, double click, and then you can see, and you can drag this width.
Yes.
Okay, these two you can do
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, when it comes to browse tool, okay, so browse tool actually give you apart from this data to see and all lots of information. Okay, so
Yes.
now you see this is the number column.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the number data, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you see these are the text data, right?
Yes.
Okay, now you see whenever it comes to number data, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you click here, and then you'll get this information here, Windows configuration.
Okay.
So window in this numeric column, okay, so what are the things you will be getting?
Null values, okay values, empty values,
Yeah,
and
so this color coding you have to actually remember, okay.
okay.
Green is basically okay, good health, okay.
Okay.
So that means that this data, how many datas are in a good health, no error and all data, okay.
Yes.
And unique if all the values are unique,
Yes.
Okay, so how many unique values in this particular column? You will get all this. Null, if you have any null values in this particular data, then you will get null.
Sir,
No,
what is the meaning of null value?
null values basically where there is a no data, and Alteryx what does, it automatically assign the null.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
suppose you connecting blank data.
okay.
Okay, so and then so what Alteryx do whenever you connecting this blank cells, suppose you have blank cells
Yeah.
in file and you connecting it, once you run it, so here automatically null value will be assigned.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so those values don't do anything but they assign the null values. Okay,
Yes.
and null values if I'll going to teach you, then it will take time.
Okay.
Okay, but understand, so whenever like blanks cells in data set and you connecting to the Alteryx and all, by default it will assign the null values. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so
Okay.
null values will not do any calculation, it will not impact anything on your data.
Okay.
It's just filling your that blank cells.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you coming to numeric column, so basically one second. So once, because this is a W string, so let me change the number. It's already been, we are stuck here only. There are lots of things we have to study actually. So this is the number column. So you will
Yes.
get all this color coding. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this one, the how the question will be coming. If you see here in just below of a store number,
Mm-hmm.
you will getting all green,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you see properly, little
Mm-hmm.
bit light green.
Yeah, yeah.
That means all the data is my with a good health.
Yes.
Okay. So in this portion, if you're getting any other color, no, so
Mm-hmm.
according to that you have to identify it. So this unique is white and this gray is basically empty. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
there's empty. So if you're getting half green and half gray here, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that means half is good and half is empty.
Yes.
Okay, and like that you will getting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if more empty, that means more gray, less green,
Yes.
this line. Okay, so then
Yes.
you have to understood that here data is more empty than good data.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
data. This is apart from this numeric column. Okay, so you will be getting all the numbers. Okay, so you will be the max. Okay, max in this particular numbers, max,
Mm-hmm.
minimum. Okay, quartile, average, standard deviation, sum, median. Okay, so this is also questions comes like if you have a numeric column and you using browse tool, so what are the information you will be getting? So
Mm-hmm.
you will get all these options and you have to remember what are the things you got
Mm-hmm.
while using this browse tool, and then you have to check all those. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this is what a browse tool like in a numeric column. If you connecting some string column, this is a string column,
Mm-hmm.
then again you getting all these four color and all, then you getting mean, max, average. Okay, shortest value, longest value, these are things, blanks, all the information you're getting, how many mean, I mean how many average and all, what are the average, shortest value, all those things, the information you're getting about this string. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so this is what useful actually. This is what you have to keep in mind. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this color coding about these browse tools and
Yes.
all. Okay, so this section is complete. Okay,
Okay, sir.
apart from that, one is pending. That is, each you see the data, right, when you
Mm-hmm.
getting the result window. So what is the, I mean in the output tool also you getting the data and all.
Mm-hmm.
So what in output the tool, in output data you're getting the data. So what is the maximum size allocated? Okay, so each cell, okay, here
Mm-hmm.
is as I mean it has the default setting of 1 megabyte, 1 MB
Okay.
of data you will get in your result window. Okay,
Okay.
so whatever you able to see the in the result window, so
Mm-hmm.
each column has a limitation of 1 MB.
Yes, sir.
That is in a long format. It is called 1 megabyte.
Yes.
And note it down. This question will be you will be getting in your certification. 1 megabyte.
Yes,
So
sir.
there you will not get 1 MB. That is you have to keep in mind. So you will get 1 megabyte.
Yes.
Okay, so in output data, uh, in the result window, in the output data, you're getting what is the limitation of size or size allocation, okay,
Yeah.
of the Alteryx. So you see some are 100 MB, 100 byte or something, then you have to just check the right one, 1 megabyte, okay.
1 megabyte for each column.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
okay, so those questions will be asked.
Yes.
And okay, so this is what in and out is completed. Okay,
Yes.
now we'll go for before that. Okay, these things you have to this thing. There's a dependency and constants. Okay,
Mhm.
so related to this also you will be getting one or two questions. Okay,
Dependency and
constants.
uh, I'm not aware about these things,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Lots of people is not aware about this dependencies and constants.
Okay.
Okay, so so let's understand because you understand in a layman. Okay, this
Yeah.
is actually basically concept.
Okay.
Okay, so dependency. So dependency basically is a group by input output path or data reference. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
basically normally people not use whenever people work on macros or something they use. Okay,
Okay.
so there will be questions like uh, so what are the options you will get while edit. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now you click on canvas somewhere. Okay, you will
Mm-hmm.
go to the here in this then you will get in the runtime you will be getting your dependencies not event. You should not here I think options user setting edit user setting. Okay, so here you will be getting dependencies. Dependencies there. Dependencies not here. Then where it's gone. MP is there.
Sir, if it is not available, then skip it. We will.
No, no, it should be here actually.
Oh yes, very last option.
Yeah. So you can see dependency, right? So it's, uh, but you will get three options which is not able to I'm seeing it. Okay, so you will get all relative, all absolute, and all UNC. Okay,
Okay.
so you will question us what are the options you will get multi choice questions. Okay,
Okay.
so you have to select all relative, all absolute, and all UNC.
UNC stands for what, sir?
Even I don't know. This is
Okay.
UNC.
Okay.
They
Okay.
mentioned
No
there. Okay.
problem, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And constants basically is a global variables for workflow.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's useful to configure your workflow. Okay, and when yeah, so constants also you will get like questions say what are the profit to using constants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like that you will be getting the questions and all.
Okay.
Okay. So just I will share this. So you just go through it this text. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So just keep in mind, and according to that you have to select the answers and all. Okay.
You will share this workflow file so that I
Yes.
can read it.
Yeah, yeah. I will share this, and
Okay.
also I will share all the videos, no,
Okay,
captures and
sir.
all.
Okay.
Now, then we have data type, and we have so data type. You just understand what are the questions being asked. I'll just explain those. Okay. So you understand numeric column and in string column, right?
Yes.
So you understand your string column. Okay. These four you understand. Okay.
Actually, sir, I'm aware of string, but don't know what is the difference between VW string
Yeah,
and
that's
string.
I'm going to explain.
Okay.
Yeah. So V string and string.
Hmm.
Okay. So if you see in both, so string has a limitation of 8192 characters. Okay. So it can take any value and plus all ASCII characters. So ASCII characters, but basically all the numbers and alphabets. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Combined data you can take in a string. Okay. And V
Hmm.
string is basically uh, whatever the length of your data, okay,
Mm-hmm.
combined of number string both, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it will accommodate according to that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it will accommodate according to your data and accommodate and assign the size,
Yes.
memory size. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And W string basically it will take number, string and plus other values. Okay,
Okay.
Unicode values. So Unicode other values like at the rate, hash, underscore,
Yes.
dot, asterisk. Okay, so these
Yes.
are the Unicodes, and there will be lots of Unicode, but I'm just giving you a few examples. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so if your data consists of those, so you can use W strings, but again it has a limitation of 8192.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So V underscore W string is something that people generally see that this is assigned as a VW string. That means, so it will take up any kind of data and it will accommodate according to the length of data and assign the size, memory
Yes,
size.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is the like difference of all the string.
So VW string will accommodate everything.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So sometimes you will get this is the data which string which data type will be best suitable for this.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes.
those things you have to understand, or something like it's assigned. It this particular data column is assigned as a VW string. So what is the meaning for that and all? So you understood this one. According to understanding, you just select the options.
Yes, sir.
Now numeric. In numeric, you will be question ki which you will get multiple data type like some string data type or some some byte in 16, 32, 64 options you will be getting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the question is like which data type has a maximum length of range. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so maximum is you see this is like in the sequence first bytes in 16, 32, 64, then fixed decimal, then you have a double last. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
double has a maximum length of, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so double can accommodate any kind of any length of numbers and all. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so there you have to select double.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now one more thing to understand is file type. So these things you will be getting. Okay, question. You
Mm-hmm.
will getting a list of names and then you will getting a drop down answers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like like you will getting some name like macro. So
Mm-hmm.
macro files in which format? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that those file comes with the .yxmc extension. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
in the draw so like that yxmc yxmd, the are the option you will get. You have to select right option for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are the all workflows and then file types and all. Okay,
So we will have to memorize these.
yeah, otherwise you can keep a noted down when
Okay,
you're
sir.
giving certification, then you have to keep in mind and all.
I
So
will use
if you
PowerPoint, sir.
yeah, so why I'm telling you to keep a note and all, because
Yeah.
suppose you're giving a certification,
Yes.
That time if you'll keep this nearby you, so it will helpful for you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is what you have to like you aware should aware while giving the certifications. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes.
now it's come to data preparation. Okay, so data preparation you will be getting from data cleansing, filter, formula, and then imputation. But it's I never seen question from the imputation, but you just understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will getting sample, then select record, sorting. Okay,
Yes.
and then unique. These are the part of your certification here. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now let's start with the data cleansing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is our data. Okay, this is our data.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just so data cleansing basically cleaning your data. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now you see, so these are the your header columns. In which column what kind of operation you want to do, you have to select, or you want to do entire data set, then you can select all the columns.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so replace null. You asked me about nulls, right? So
Yes, sir.
null, if you, because null is not that mean value where it's affect anything. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
those values if you want to replace, so you can replace with the blanks. Okay, if
Mm-hmm.
it is a string field,
Mm-hmm.
suppose it's a textual column, then
Yes,
if
sir.
you want to remove null from that particular column,
Mm-hmm.
then it will become blank.
Yes, sir.
If you're using a data cleansing tool. Okay,
Yes.
if you use, if it is a numeric field and there any cell has a null values,
Yes.
then it will replace with the 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, you can see this all the columns have been selected.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you on which column you want to do operation. Okay, you
Yes, sir.
select only those columns. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, now leading and trailing white space.
Yes.
You understand white space?
Understand, sir.
Yeah,
Tab, like extra tab,
yes,
are
yes,
added. Yes.
extra white space.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So if in particular column there is a leading and white trailing white space, so you can do that. You select, it will all delete. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all white space, letters. Okay, line breaks, duplicate white space. Okay, so
Yes.
numbers, letters. So letters number is something like there's a one column. It
Mm-hmm.
has number and text both,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to keep only numbers. You want to remove the text.
Yes.
Okay, or
Yes.
you want to remove the numbers, you want to keep the text.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can select this. Okay,
So suppose there is
so,
a value in the cell which is day 1 2 3.
hmm.
So if I want to remove just 1 2 3,
Then
then
you have to select numbers.
okay, and 1 2 3 will be removed. Only they will be left.
Yes, if you want to remove there, then you have to select letters.
And if D1 2 3 EV is there,
Then
then
also it will remove the letters, only keep
okay,
the numbers.
okay, sir, okay,
Okay, okay,
understood,
and
sir.
then you can modify case as well. Suppose string case you want to modify in upper case, lower case, and text title case, you can select this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the other things you can do with the this one. So again, so you have to keep in mind. Okay, suppose this is the data. uh, Now you see this one. Okay, and if I just you understood this tool. Okay,
Yes,
so you have to understand scenario whenever you're giving the question scenario. Just go through it and you just imagine, if I'm using data cleaning tool, so how it will be your output. Okay,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so leading and trailing white space, if it is selected, that means all the space will leading and trailing white space will be gone. Okay,
Yes,
I mean before the text and after the text. Okay,
mm-hmm.
if there is any space, all will be removed. Okay,
Yes.
If I am selecting this one, then duplicate white space. So if any white space made, okay, this side and all space will be gone, all data become together.
Okay.
Okay, so there are things you have to understand. If you're
Mm-hmm.
selecting punctuation, okay, so in this particular data, if you see at the end there is a dot,
Yes.
inc dot. So dot will
Yes.
be removed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
if I'm selecting both punctuation and white space, what will happen? All the punctuation, whatever I told you, dot, at the rate, and all those will be removed, and
Yes.
all the space will also gone. Okay, this
Yes. Yes.
duplicate way. So all data become together. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
those kind of scenario will be getting, and you have to just go through the questions and understand and check what should be the correct answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the data
Yeah.
cleaning. Now filter tool. So filter tool is something. So it's the same as Excel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So basic filter, basically you will be getting any column, and then according to text, numbers and all. Okay, you will
Mm-hmm.
getting here equals to is and all. The customer equal to something you dot Amazon, you write it up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Costco, you write the Costco. You will get whatever data is related to customer Costco. All
Mm-hmm.
the data you will getting here true anchor.
Yes.
Okay, I mention here Costco.
Yes.
Now all the Costco you're getting here.
Yes.
Okay. And whatever the data which is not Costco, you're getting in false.
Yes, sir.
If both you add both anchors data, then it will again become the same whatever data we have connected.
Yes.
Okay, because it's become filter the Costco and giving data in true, and rest of the data you're getting here in false. If you add both of the data, then you will
Mm-hmm.
get your actual data.
Yes.
Okay, this is what basic filter. Then custom filter is basically kind of formula. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you will get formula by formula. You will can pass multiple filter. Okay, the basic filter you can pass at a time one filter, but when using custom filter, you can pass multiple filter. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
now so fx and x. Fx basically all the functions you can see. X
Mm.
basically you will get all the your headers.
Columns. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and this folder icon, this is basically show you where your expression, recent expression, saved expression. And this save icon, basically you writing any expression and you can save it. Okay,
Okay.
this is what custom filter. So
Mm.
filter is basically you have to keep in mind, so you apply filter, you get the data output in a two format. One is true when the condition is true, and the
Mm-hmm.
other is false, which are the like fall in, not fall in a condition. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
and you combine both of the, I mean, true and false anchor data, then it will become your actual data.
Yes.
So you can, so question might be you will get like so addition of these two anchors data will
Mm-hmm.
be same as whatever we have actual data connecting.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so this is what false and true.
Mm-hmm.
Now when it comes to formula tool is already here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so formula tool, so you can write up expression here. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and select columns. Okay, and this four just now I explained. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
select column, suppose in like Excel you applying some formula.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you applying some formula, you want your result after the formula in a existing data, existing column. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
suppose you applying your formula in this column. Okay,
Yes.
say
Yes.
in this column you
Mm-hmm.
applying formula and you
Mm-hmm.
want your result in this column only, then you
Mm-hmm.
have to select this column. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
if you want your result in new column, then you have
Mm.
to select add column. Okay,
Yes.
and then you give the name. Okay, and then you
Yes.
write up your from expressions and all. Okay,
Yes.
if and this here you will get your preview. And
Mm.
that means you writing formula,
Mm-hmm.
and after that what will be your output. Okay, so
Yes.
one of the preview you will be getting here.
Yes.
Okay, and then here you can change your data type of your output column. Okay,
Yes.
now at a time you can write up multiple formula. Okay, here
Yes.
in a formula tool, just you have to add. Okay, then again how many you want, you just add it and you can write the formulas. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now we have to check some this functions. Okay, contains count word. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and get word, find string, replace care. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so contents is something contains here with the data, you can get it true and false. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
count words, if you asking Alteryx to count the words in particular data and all, you can count. End with find string. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
again indexing is here, that one you have to understand indexing. So indexing is, suppose name is column. Okay, this is the column and we are
Mm-hmm.
finding John in this
Mm-hmm.
particular column. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so here if John is there it's returning 0, otherwise it will return you -1. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now so indexing is something like get word. This is one of the functions. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so get word, whenever you are assigning get word, or you're writing your formula get word, then these are text. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you put up 0 here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 0 is basically, so your basic is basically 0 here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it will starting counting 0 1 2 like that. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
your index for basic is 0, variables index is 1, household is 2.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what indexing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so indexing is number in which position your word is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so get word and you're putting up 0, that means 0 is your first word,
Basic. Yeah.
basic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is also you have to remember then which function use indexing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and their indexing starting from 0 or 1, that one you have
Mm-hmm.
to remember. Okay,
Yes.
so that one you have to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Now replace.
Mm-hmm.
So replace is something you want to replace something from this sentence. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so replace and then you given this and then experience and awareness. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you want to replace experience with the awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, suppose in the sentence experience is multiple time,
Okay.
so it will replace all the awareness and give you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but in the replace care, okay, it basically replace one time. Okay, so wherever the first time it will seeing the particular character, it will give you the output. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and after that it will not replace.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so because on this scenario we'll be getting the question, so
Yes, sir.
these things you have to look into and practice. Okay,
Okay, sir.
replace care and all those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can write up your formulas and all. Now then we have sample. So this is something one of the important. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sample basically, suppose you have 1,000 rows of data, you getting out some sample data from that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you want to get only 100 data, 100 rows of data or 200 rows of data out of 1,000 rows of data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're getting some sample.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now the first question in the sample tool you will be getting like what are the options available.
Mm-hmm.
First n rows, last n rows, skip first n rows, one of every n rows, one in n chance to include each row, and first n% of rows. Okay, now you see first n rows. Okay, so what is n here?
The value which is given in that n equal to 100.
So this is by default coming. Okay, you put up here 20. Suppose. Okay. So what the meaning of first 20 rows?
Yes.
So first 20 row, that means from data it will give me from first row till 20.
Yes.
You will be getting your output. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Last n rows. So that means last 20 rows. That means from the end, from here you count to up till 20.
Yes.
Skip first n rows. So I'm putting up 20. Skip first 20 rows. That means from beginning here till 20 it will skip and you will
Yes.
get your output from here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Understood, sir.
One of every n rows. That
Mm-hmm.
means if I'm putting up 20, that means 1 to 20. So from
Yes.
20, 1 to 20, you will
Mm-hmm.
get one row. That
Yes.
means
Yes.
this one you
Yes.
will getting. Okay, one
Yes.
of every 20 rows. You
Yes.
will getting one. Then again after 20, it will start from 21 to 40. Then you will get 21 this row. Only
Yes.
one
Yes.
because
Yes.
one is mentioned. One of every 20 rows. Okay,
Yes, sir.
like
Yes.
that. Now, one in n chance to include each row. One in n chance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one in n chance, that means one in 20 chance.
Mm-hmm.
That means 1 to 20. Okay, you can get any rows, any one row as a output.
Okay.
Okay, so how many times you will be running, you will get every time you will get a different answer.
Okay.
Okay, because this is chance, no?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, this is not like this one, like every n rows, okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now first n% of rows, that means first 20% of rows, that means entire data is 12,000. So
Mm-hmm.
20% of 20,000 you will be getting your output.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this is a group by column optional. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if I am selecting first n rows and I'm selecting sales representative,
Mm-hmm.
so you will be getting data by grouping sales representative. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so by each sales, John. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it will go and check John has a 20 values.
Mm-hmm.
So it will show you first 20 values of John. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then it will go to the chain. So how many values for chain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if it is more than 20, so it will show
Mm.
you only first 20 values of chain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like that it will do for each. Suppose it has a less than 20, so no problem. So how many values are there, it will show you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is grouping sales representative. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, so this is what the like sales. So let me
Mm-hmm.
run and you'll see output. Now you see.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
you can see the 20 chain. So
Yes.
there is a more than 20 chain as well, but it, you're getting only 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for chain, Jerry. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
John, like that. So you're
Yes,
getting
sir.
only 181 values. You see,
Yes, sir.
there was 12,000 rows of data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting only 181.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood?
Understood, sir.
And any doubt till
No,
now?
sir. No, sir. No.
All are clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now select tool. Okay, select tool is simple. So your data, you just selecting tools. Okay, so it's nothing do, you have to just in the configuration window you have to keep in your eye. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you using selecting tool.
Mm-hmm.
So one question will be like you can get what are the things you can do using select tool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so select tool, so you can understand by the name of select tool.
Mm-hmm.
So with most of the tool in Alteryx, you will be getting unknown. This one.
Yes, sir.
Unknown is basically nothing. In the output file, you will be getting last row is blank.
Mm-hmm.
That is what unknown. If you don't want, then you just uncheck it.
Okay.
Now, when you're using select tool, what are the things you can do that? You can rename your headers. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So
sir.
you just give here name some name, it will replace. I mean rename all your field name.
Yes, sir.
So all, I mean, which field name you want to rename, you just according to that you can put up name. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The second thing, you can change the type of that particular column.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
you just click on drop and drop. You can change the name.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can change the size. you can put up some description. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the other things, four things you here you can do that. Apart from that, you can do sorting,
Mm-hmm.
sort, and you can do that. Okay. So this is
Yes.
something sort, and you can add prefix and suffix to the field name. Okay.
Okay,
The
sir.
other things that you have to keep in mind, because you will get multiple choice answers and you have to keep what are the things you can do that. Okay. With
Yes,
the
sir.
select tool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And here whatever the data you want to go forward with, that you can select those. Suppose you
Mm-hmm.
don't want moving forward these two columns. Okay, you just uncheck it. You will
Mm-hmm.
not get in a next step.
Yes, sir.
You will get only those which one is selected in the select tool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see
Yes, sir.
this.
Yes, sir.
So these are the function of select tool. Now
Mm-hmm.
select records. So select record. Suppose you have like, let assume you have 1,000 rows of data,
Mm-hmm.
and you want data first 100 data, and then 200 to 250. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then you want 800 to 1,000 rows of data. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like that. You don't want other data.
Okay.
So what you will do that?
Mm-hmm.
So there you can use these select records.
Okay, sir.
Suppose I am writing here one. This one is simple to understand, 1 to 100.
Yes, sir.
So you will be getting your 1 to 100 rows of data. Okay.
Yes.
So you're getting
Mm-hmm.
100.
Yes, sir.
Understood? Now, if I remove the 1, now dash 100. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
dash 100, that means you know the end, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
to go till 100.
Mm-hmm.
But before dash, there is a no value is assigned. That means you will go and it will start from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So it will also giving you the same result what you getting in a 1 to 100.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you see you getting 100.
Yes, sir.
Now what if I one dash, what will happen? So it will start from 1 and it will
Mm-hmm.
go till end, whatever you have end data. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
1 dash. Now you see you will get all the data.
Mm-hmm.
Now you getting all 2,000.
Yes, sir.
If I am putting plus 1 plus, what will
Mm-hmm.
happen?
Uh, it will start from 1 and plus means what?
It will go again, it will give you the same result what it is giving 1 dash.
Okay.
1 plus, it will start with 1 and end is not defined. So 1 plus, that means from 1 you start and go on till end.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now if I am giving 500, what will happen?
First 500.
No, only 500 rows data you will get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Only one 500th rows data.
Oh, okay. The data which was at the row number 500. Which,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Now I am giving all this 100. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So again, like you can't give like this. Okay.
Okay.
I'm giving this like this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 900 till. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, it will not work. So 100. You getting only because it reading only this one. This is not
Okay.
the, after that this is not the correct format. So it is not reading this. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So here only 1 to 100 is correct. After that you can't put up. Okay. If you
Okay.
want to put up, so you just go to the next line. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have given 1 to 100, then 500, then 900 to 1000.
Mm-hmm.
So you will be getting 201. 1 to 100,
Mm-hmm.
and this is your 500th row. Then
Mm-hmm.
this is for your 900th row till 1000. So
Mm-hmm.
you will getting total 2200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
understood the salary record?
Understood, sir.
Okay, now sorting. Okay, so sorting, for that I have to create a new data set. Let's understand unique. Okay, let's understand unique. See, unique you understand like duplicates and uniques, right?
Yes, sir.
So how many columns you will be selecting? Okay, so it will
Mm-hmm.
go and find out according to that unique data, and then you will get a your, or suppose I am selecting customer,
Mm-hmm.
so I will be getting unique value of customer. Okay, now you will get all the unique customer and all the duplicate values are there. Now
Yes.
you selecting customer and product code, so it will combine those. Okay, suppose
Mm-hmm.
amazon.com m, if there
Mm-hmm.
is a combine of amazon.am here as well, so it
Mm-hmm.
will give you these data in your
Mm-hmm.
unique anchor, and these data you will get in your duplicate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
like that it works. Okay, so always go to the first pair of, if you select multiple column,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so it will go and first pair of data you will get first. Okay, first pair of early, suppose
Yes.
sales representative customer product code, you can see behind amazon m. Okay, there's a
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Amazon Lee. So you will get this one first in your output. Jerry Amazon Lee will come first because we aren't start with the V, so it will come later.
Mm-hmm.
Understood?
Uh, Alphabetical
Yeah,
ascending order. Okay.
yeah. Ascending order, and then also it's a matter of if same kind of data. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you see here behind Amazon and M, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And behind Amazon M, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume here Jerry is there. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So jerryamazon.com am will come first
Yes, sir.
in your output. Then you will get behind Amazon am.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So
Yes,
like
sir.
that you will get your output, unique and duplicate. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Now for sorting, let me create one data. Okay. I'll take a text input and I'm just creating it. And here I'm putting straight. Okay, I'm just, and you will get the same questions. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
seventh is straight, not like seventh. I'm just putting up seventh. Okay, and then I'm putting here one. Then I'm putting here 10. I'm putting here 100. Then 100. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see this particular column combined of string and numbers, right?
Yes, yes.
Now we will see different options of sorting, and before that I have to just select the column I have to use, and now is a string. Let me assign string only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
later on I'll change and let connect string sort. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sort, you understood, right? Sorting
Yes,
data, ascending or
yes,
descending.
yes, sir.
Now name and order, you can see this, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can select this particular column and then
Mm-hmm.
ascending, descending you can assign.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see this one, use dictionary order
Yes, sir.
and English.
Yes.
So English United States you can see by default. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, and it is check. That means whatever you will be getting your result, it will be
Mm-hmm.
basing of dictionary what used in United States, and
Mm-hmm.
this whatever dictionary of United States is same as America, India. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you sorting something and whatever you assuming, so this is the things I should get in output. after
Mm-hmm.
sorting. Okay, so this dictionary same as United States. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lots of countries which has a different sorting, I mean output
Mm-hmm.
of same kind of. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now the first question is, if you have a data like this, okay,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, this data. One second, let me run once then because it's not reflecting in a selector. So this column you have a data
Mm-hmm.
straight 7th 110 and 11th and 100,
Mm-hmm.
and this is string type. Okay, and suppose your dictionary order is checked and descending order,
Mm-hmm.
so what will be your output?
Uh, Descending.
And you have a combined of string and numbers.
Sir, maybe first the strings should come in descending order, and then the numbers should come from
Now you see, let me
one
run.
from the maximum number.
Now you see, straight is coming first,
Yes.
then 100, then
Yeah.
11, then 10th, then
Mm-hmm.
7th, and then you
Mm-hmm.
getting one. Okay, so now
Yes.
you it's working correct as you, what you have thought of.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm not selecting use dictionary order.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see what will be your output. Now your output is change. First
Mm-hmm.
straight, then 7th, then 11, then 100, then 10, and then 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is your descending order. Okay,
Yes. Yes, sir.
now different.
Yes, sir. Very different.
Yeah, so these things actually, this scenario you have to always practice and remember. So this is
Okay.
what you will get your questions
Okay, sir.
combined of string and numbers, and your
Mm-hmm.
dictionary order will be not checked, it will be
Mm-hmm.
mentioned in your questions, and
Okay.
you have to do sorting on descending. So what will be getting output? So this is
Okay, sir.
something like normally people think like other thing, other answer which we got first, but your
Mm-hmm.
answer should be like this.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So again, how it's working is working on the length and on the values. Okay, so this is the
Mm-hmm.
latest straight. So in a system generated now, you have not selected the dictionary order, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
taking which how your system reads.
Mm-hmm.
It's because S has some values which your system is reading. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
according to that it's reading, and it has a large values coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
Mm-hmm.
it's coming first in a
Mm-hmm.
descending order. Then seventh, because
Mm-hmm.
seven has a some value. Then T, then H has a value. Combined
Mm-hmm.
it will become more than this one. Then 11.
Okay.
So 11 is one has some values and one has the same value. So if you combine
Mm-hmm.
it will more. Then 1 0 0 0 0 0 is because you have one. You
Mm-hmm.
combine it, then it is less than 11. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then 10 is smaller, then 1 is smaller, like that.
Yes, sir.
This is what so about the sorting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yes.
section you have completed. Now
Okay.
join.
Mm-hmm.
Join. Uh, let be understood here only. Okay. Join. Let's take two data set. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
East cells. Join. Have you practiced?
Sir, I just know the basics. I have used it a few times.
So join is basically joining your data.
Yes.
Okay. So let
Mm-hmm.
me, and you get the data. Okay.
Yes.
So so you joining these two data. So here basically these three anchor left, J and R. Left is
Mm-hmm.
basically left unjoined. Okay.
Yes.
You joining these two data sets. So this is
Mm-hmm.
actually left because it's
Mm-hmm.
connected to left anchor. This is right anchor. Okay. So
Mhm.
if you're joining this, so whatever data is matching on the
Mhm.
basis of some condition you have given, so
Mhm.
those matching data you will get in J, join.
Yes, sir.
And whatever data is not matched and it is kept here only,
Mhm.
left, so it you will get here, L,
Yes.
left unjoin. And whatever data from right side is not matched, okay, and those data you will getting here, right unjoin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see join by specific field. So you putting up some condition like sales representative. Okay.
Mhm.
So whatever, and here in the other data we have representative. Okay.
Mhm.
So both have the same data. So according to that you will get your output.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you in the J anchor, now you see this is the left side of data, and from
Mhm.
here you getting right side.
Yes, sir.
But representative is chain, here also chain,
Mhm.
because we are matching on the basis of sales representative. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right. So now from here in the join you can do same what you can do in a select tool. Okay, you can rename this column, you can change the type, you can change the size. Okay, you can put the description as well, and you can do sorting as well.
Mhm.
Sorting, add prefix and suffix, all those things you can do that.
Mhm.
Okay, and whichever column you want in your output you can select. Okay, suppose
Mhm.
representative and cell representative is the same, so I am not taking this representative. Okay,
Mhm.
so now you know your output, this column will be not coming.
Yes, sir.
Now your data which is not match with the right. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
and in the right there's all the data has been matched.
Yes, sir.
Now you understood things. Okay,
Mhm.
how the data is getting joined. So it's joining on a horizontal process.
Mhm.
Horizontal in the sense date, sales representative, customer, product code, and sale. This is your first data.
Mhm.
Then again write date, customer name, code, and this is your second from second data set. Right.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
see it's coming after that in the next columns and also it's a like horizontal.
Mhm. Mhm.
If suppose you this write date, this date is will be coming below of this date, okay,
Mhm.
then it will
Mhm.
become
Vertical.
vertical, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So these two things always remember.
Yes,
Join
sir.
join always does horizontal,
Yes, sir.
and vertical. So vertical basically do union.
Union.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
union does vertical. Now
Mhm.
you see you have connected. So union what does union you does merging your
Vertical.
data, merging your
Yes, sir.
data. Okay, one below or below. Okay,
Yes, sir. Understood.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have been
Yeah.
used union.
Yes, yes. Actually, I understand this concept in which, like, we are just appending the data and in the union tool, so it will.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
what kind of questions you will be getting? Okay, so question is what are the option you getting to do union your data? So union is something merging your data, right?
Yes.
So you will getting three options. One is auto config by name, auto configure position, and manually configure fields.
Mm-hmm.
These three options you have to remember in union. Now, now you see data sales representative, customer, product code, and sales.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see here in this here representative and product sales. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and here you're getting sales and sales representative. Two columns are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I am selecting in union auto config by name, so whatever the name will be matching, you will get data which is not matching, you will get in a separate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and output all fields. You want all the fields output. Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
run. Now you see, sales, date, sales representative, customer, and product code and sales.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are from the first data set. You getting your data. Okay. Now what happened? So here you're getting representative customer name, code, product sales, and so you can see all the, I mean, name has been changed. Okay, all the
Yes.
headers name is different from your
Yes,
first
sir.
data set. That's why you're getting here. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what horizontally. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
So first you're getting this data set. When it is finished, then you're getting data from here, and
Mm-hmm.
left all those you're getting blank. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now if I'm selecting or manually configure field, okay, so
Mm-hmm.
what will happen, we know that whichever the like matching and all, okay, representative
Mm-hmm.
should be come here, then we moving this here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, customer and customer name is same, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
adding up below customer.
Mm-hmm.
Code is just below product code. Product
Mm-hmm.
sale, it is same as sales. Now you
Mm-hmm.
see you will not get this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now you're getting only 5, and data
Mm-hmm.
is below of this. Okay,
Yes, sir.
got it. So
Got it, sir.
now the thing is, if I am selecting configure by name and
Mm-hmm.
I am selecting output common subset of field,
Mm-hmm.
you know that both data set had a different header name, right?
Yes, yes.
So common subset, that means with what is common between these two, which
Mm-hmm.
column is common. Okay,
Yes,
which column has the same name, so that
yes.
column only you will be getting as a output. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me run, you will get only date.
Yes, sir.
Your date is something which is common in both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this option you always whenever your question be coming union, you see, check properly what is
Mm-hmm.
the options they are giving, output common subset. Okay,
Yes.
these things you have to, and this is like you can set up your order. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this is one data, this is second data,
Yes, sir.
which one you want first, you have to just according to that you can change this. Okay,
Yes, yes, sir.
now append, you know append.
Uh,
Append is just like cross join. Okay, so it will
mhm.
multiply your data.
Okay.
Two data set you join,
Mm-hmm.
do in append. So so it, what it will do, this is source and the target. So source file is second here, so it
Mm-hmm.
will connect with the target file and it will multiply all the values. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so suppose so how you will be getting your I mean questions on append field, you're getting two file. Okay, so it put up so it will give you, one has a 10, suppose 10, and the second has a 20. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you're
Mm-hmm.
doing append, so what will be your output? So it will,
200.
so 10 into 20, so I
Yeah.
will be getting my there was more than 16 records in the source. Okay, no problem, because it's creating huge data actually. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what is the seed change already exists here in the okay, not this one. What is the error? There were more than 60 record in the source. Okay, okay, because the number of okay, no, actually error on append more than 16 record is here. So what will you allow all append? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now I will get all the, Now you see all the cross join has happened. So it, all data you see it is same. So
Mm-hmm.
it is multiplied by the all the value of representative. Okay. So once it
Mm-hmm.
is finished, again you getting another pair of data. So it's multiplied with the each value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're getting output. Now the question will be asked in the joining section. What are the tools giving you option to rename your data?
Rename.
Huh.
Uh,
So in the joining section, join tool,
mm-hmm.
okay, and
Mm-hmm.
append tool. These two tool you giving you option to rename the data.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, this is
Yes.
also the question of your certification. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
understood.
Understood, sir.
Now you have a find and replace. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so find and replace is it's like you assigning something and you finding something. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you finding in a this data set. Okay, in this data set you finding John and
Mm-hmm.
one second. So suppose this one. So you want wherever the repository is John, okay,
Mm-hmm.
replace with the surname Williams. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you will go here self repository. This is from the first uh, data set in which
Mm-hmm.
column we have to find out. So what find out? Find value from repository this column. So whatever we matching, then I'm assigning customer name. So customer name it will be replaced. Okay, like that you
Mm-hmm.
can do that and it will replace. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
case insensitive. So you can select if it is a one kind of, I mean, upper and lower cases and all, that one you have to check. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a multiple found, so then also you can do, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
multiple times it's matching, then it will replace, not only once. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
are things you can do and find and replace.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now in this section you will get only this much. Now we have a parsing.
Mm-hmm.
Parsing is a date and time and text to column. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, so let me connect. So date and time, so by default Alteryx date format is YYY MM and DD. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
YYY. So this is, you can see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is YYYY dash MM
Mm-hmm.
dash DD.
Yes.
This is actually by default Alteryx date format.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one question you can ask. I mean, you can get
Mm-hmm.
what is the default date format for the Alteryx.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now date time format to string and string to date and time format. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can convert all these dates and all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so uh, here you can select date. Date, the field is missing. Why it is missing? Date is date. Okay, date time to format. This is the date column,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the output by default coming. You can rename it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now, so mostly common question will be asked on dy dot and day. What is this? Okay, so you can see dy dot month ddyy. Okay, so dy
Mm-hmm.
dot, that means you will get first three letter of your day. Suppose it's a Monday. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
will get MON.
Okay.
Okay, if you
Mm-hmm.
selecting day, okay, this one day month and all. So
Mm-hmm.
day, that means whole day. I mean Monday, all
Okay.
Monday you will be getting. You will not get MON. Okay,
Yes. Yes, sir.
so dy dot and day, this is a different,
Yes, sir.
and you have to understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are things, minor thing, and you will be getting questions.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see your output. Now you see THU
Mm-hmm.
here,
Yes.
THU comma. So this is
Mm-hmm.
basically dy,
Mm-hmm.
dy dot, and
Yes.
day, if you run it, then you will be getting whole Thursday.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, these two basically you have to keep in mind. Okay, so
Yes. Yes.
or everything is like normal and all, you can do that. Okay,
Okay. Okay, sir.
now text to column. So text to column, if you use Excel, you know what is text to column. Is splitting your data
Yes.
in
Yes.
particular column. Suppose here I am selecting customer,
Mm-hmm.
customer name. Okay, so you can give delimiter. So what are the delimiter you want to give? So here I am giving space. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
hmm?
Yes.
And then space, and then I can. You have to select how many columns you want to do
Mm-hmm.
split. So here three is there. So it's converting customer one, customer two, customer three, Sherman Williams, and third is not available. So it's become null.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like that you can do that. Now
Mm-hmm.
you can see split two rows. You can see, and this advanced option. You want to ignore something. Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
can ignore while doing. Suppose something is single quotes and quotes. Suppose I
Mm-hmm.
have given space, and in the
Mm-hmm.
data I have some values between the quotes and there's a space. So those
Mm-hmm.
space it can ignore for,
Yes.
because under the quotes it will not split those data.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, like that, if data is parentheses and brackets, it will not gonna touch it if you select.
Yes.
Now the another scenario is split two rows, customer
Mm-hmm.
name. So now all the data will split, like you see this Sherman William. So William will come below, Sherman William first, then Solar, and it will come below, like that. It will
Mm-hmm.
come into one row. Now you see Sherman Williams, Solar, and Wine. It's all
Mm-hmm.
coming in one column. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like this, one column you can do that split two rows. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is what your text to column.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to transform.
Mm-hmm.
Transform basically here uh, cross tab, summarize, and transpose.
Mm-hmm.
These three things you have to like keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now suppose I am using cross tab. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So cross tab is basically converting your vertical to
Horizontal.
or vertical to horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
So if how which one is a part of pivot? Okay,
Yes, sir.
if you use in Excel pivot, so you will
Yes.
understand. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes.
now you understood. So what are the questions you will be asking, getting? Okay, the first thing is like might be you'll get a statement like which tool you can change your head column. I mean values of columns into headers. That means
Mm-hmm.
vertical to horizontal. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so by which tool you can use this column become header. So you can use
Mm-hmm.
till cross tab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so now you will get group data. So you want columns as it is. So you have to select these columns, anything, anyone. If you don't select, it will not come in output. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in which column values you want to change to header? So suppose I have selected repository,
Mm-hmm.
and in this when it become header, so what are the value you want? So which columns? So I want product sales. Okay, so by
Mm-hmm.
each repository I want product sales. Suppose it's a number column, product sale is number column, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can see this number column, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is a number column. So suppose John is multiple time, so multiple sales.
Mm-hmm.
So how you want for the John? So I want to sum all the values for John and give it once. Okay,
Yes.
then you have to select some. You
Mm-hmm.
can't select multiple. Okay, I mean select, but you have to select at least once. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Then you getting sum, you select and run it. Now you see all the sales representative, you're getting all the sales values for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you see all the values of one column become header
Mm-hmm.
vertical to now. So these things you have to remember. Okay. There
Mm-hmm.
should be one values of aggregating the values should be selected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you selecting any textual, then you will get a concatenate first and last. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so concatenate is like multiple values, so it will concatenate. If you selecting first, so first value it will show only. If you selecting
Mm-hmm.
last, then it will show your last values.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is what you will be getting here. You know,
Yes, sir.
now you transpose. So transpose is making horizontal to
Vertical.
vertical. So here key columns and data columns is there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose I want date as a key column, I want to keep it not change. Now which columns you want to as a suppose I want representative and sales. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm.
two column header I want become in a vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see. Now date column, key columns, it will be as it is. In data column, I have selected representative and product sales. So represent now name and value will need two column will be created. Name is name that representative and product sale, and for that we have value John and 154.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
this is what we have. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
always remember whenever using transpose, you will be getting name and value column. Okay, so might
Mm-hmm.
be you will getting like this data. So which tool you using, you can get always name and value. You have to tell them transpose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so these are the things you can. So just to like practice and all, you can easily solve the questions and all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now summarize. Summarize is actually most of the part of your pivot can cover here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so summarize is basically summarizing your data. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
suppose representative. Okay, I want a group by you understand, right?
Yes.
Grouping the values by column, and I
Yes.
want sales.
Mm-hmm.
I can do sum. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now you see. So each representative and you're getting sales,
Yes.
total sales. And here, how you got? You got an your in a horizontal format.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? You like this.
Yes.
I hear you getting like this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now you
Yes.
see what are the things you get in summarize. Okay. So when you selecting, so string column. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
you selecting this is a string column. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In a string column, you will be getting count not null, count distinct null. These are the values that you have to remember. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In a string column, you can get concatenate and all. Okay. In a
Mm-hmm.
string, if you selecting number,
Mm-hmm.
okay, then what you will get? You will not get this highlighted. You can see this string column.
Yes. Yes.
All
Yes.
so these are, but you can get all these values and all. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
things you have to make a list. What are things you can get while using summarize? Okay,
Okay.
because these are things only will ask in a questions. Okay,
Okay. Okay, sir.
now the thing is pending is documentation. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so comment box you can see this. So this is what we have this comment box. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
is comment box. So comment box is same what you put up in Excel.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is here little bit different. You will get
Mm-hmm.
more features and all. The
Mm-hmm.
question is asked comment box. So what are things you can do that? Okay, so the
Mm-hmm.
comment box size can be changed. So now it's a
Mm-hmm.
round rectangle. You can change and do the rectangle. You can do the ellipse. Okay, you run it and then it's become ellipse. You
Mm-hmm.
can see size has been changed.
Mm-hmm.
So comment box size can be changed. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you can change the text color. Okay, background. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
of the comment box. You can see you can change the text. Okay,
Yes.
text and I'm writing something. Okay, now you see all are coming under this.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm rectangle. Now white color background I can change it. I can change it to red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Now run it. Now you see.
Yes, sir.
And apart from that, you can change the background as a image.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I change it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now there are three things you can do with the comment. So you will get multiple options. If you're getting a question on comment box, and you'll get
Mm-hmm.
multiple options. So what are the things you can do in a comment box? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then you will able to do the other things. Okay. One thing you can change the size of your uh, comment box. You can
Mm-hmm.
change the text color size. You can also change the background as a image.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You getting bored?
No, sir.
But this is the last one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tool container. So tool container basically is making a space in your canvas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now how the question is how you can use tool container. So
Mm-hmm.
now the suppose in a room your things are scattered. If you get all and put it in a one box, okay, then you're making some space, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same concept is here. This is a container where you can put up something, okay, to
Mm-hmm.
make a space.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how you can add canvas to your, add a container to your canvas, okay, to the tool.
Mm-hmm.
One thing, one way is like drag the tool container here in canvas and whatever the like tools I want to inside, I just select those, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and put inside,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you see, this is how I have done,
Yeah.
okay. And the
Yes.
other way is, so other way is if I am delete this, okay. This is I deleted, okay.
Yes,
The
sir.
one thing you have seen, I just drag this here one way
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then put all the tools inside the tool container. The
Yes, sir.
other way is I just select whatever I want and right click, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and one second, and then from insert and you can go for your tool container is not here, should be no documentation, and then you can select tool container, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then all will hmm, then you can put up tool container, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or single you go right click and add two new container, you can see this,
Mm-hmm.
and then that tool become inside the tool container,
Yes, sir.
okay. So
Yes, sir.
and then you click on this anchor, then it will become shrink, okay.
Yes.
Now you
Yes.
see it's making some space but it
Mm-hmm.
is inside that.
Mm-hmm.
still you run it, it will run it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when you close this toggle, you can see this.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on that, then you disable. This portion
Yes, sir.
will be not run if you run it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what about the tool container. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, can how to disable browse tool? This one I think I forgot and all. Okay. So browse tool, if you click right click, then you can't do the this one. Okay. So the question will be how you can disable the browse tool. Okay. So we click
Mm-hmm.
on, so click go on the canvas and go to the runtime. Okay.
Yes.
And from here disable all browse tool.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see all disabled.
Yes.
So this is also like question will be asked. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is how, and this is like all the, I mean, syllabus for your